Do you know that breathing can affect your sex life? And that if you slow down your breathing a little bit, your erection will improve? Well, stay tuned in this episode. I'm going to dive deep into how that happens. This podcast is for you, the modern man. I'm Dr. Truong, your host. I'm an intimate health medical doctor and best-selling author of the book Erectile Dysfunction Fix. I'll do a deep dive into sexual health and performance and how it affects men of all ages and backgrounds. So let's get started, and be sure to visit my website at sexualhealthformenpodcast.com for more information and resources from the show. See you on the inside. Well, hello there. Today in this episode, I'm going to talk about how to breathe and how breathing will actually improve your erection or even more blood flow for women as well. So let's dive in. Well, do you know that if you breathe through your nose, that is more beneficial than breathing through your mouth? When you breathe into your nose, the hair in the nose actually clear the bacteria. It actually will help you produce more nitrous oxide. So if you listen to the previous episode that I did, I talk about how nitrous oxide is critical for the blood vessel to open up so you can get more blood flow. And blood flow restriction is what causes AD. So when you breathe through your nose, you have more nitrous oxide, and then the air it moves through the lungs and less irritating to the lungs. Versus if you breathe in through the mouth, the air is not filtered, you breathe in bacteria, and the air seems to irritate the lungs more when you breathe in through the mouth. Now, when you breathe in through the nose, you also want to breathe out to the nose, because when you breathe out to the nose, you don't breathe as much carbon dioxide. Because when we breathe in, we want to breathe in oxygen. When we breathe out, we want to get rid of the carbon dioxide. But when you breathe in through the mouth, you actually don't make as much nitric oxide. But then when you breathe out to the mouth, you tend to breathe out more carbon dioxide. And sometimes breathing more carbon dioxide is not too good either. So it's just the right amount. And so some people can go as far as saying, recommending like kind of keeping your mouth closed with mouth tape, so that way you can breathe in through the nose, in and out at nighttime. But you can practice that during the day, doing box breathing, what the Navy SEALs practices in nasal breathing, because when you do a nasal breathing or nose breathing, you also activate the nerve that is called parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is the relaxation nervous system. It's a system that actually stimulates more blood flow. It's a system that stimulates an erection. The other nervous system, sympathetic nervous system, is the fight or flight nervous system, which constrict blood flow, which restrict an erection. So when you're stressed and when you're not relaxed, or when you're depressed and you're anxious, the sympathetic nervous system kicks in more than the parasympathetic nervous system. So in order for you to get an erection, your parasympathetic nervous system has to be more prevalent than the sympathetic nervous system. However, if you do nasal breathing in slow fashion, you will stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system more than the sympathetic nervous system. Now, both of those systems are all kind of all present at the same time, but one may be more dominant than the other. And so nasal breathing not only will activate the parasympathetic, it also gives you a sense of peace, because it also balances your hormone as well too. Nasal breathing also decreases stress. It also decreases stress hormone, and it also balances the parasympathetic versus the sympathetic nervous system. And it also improves the circulation because of increasing nitric oxide. So how do you do nasal breathing? I'm going to walk you through this, because I really feel that this is something you can do during the day, or when you feel stressed, or when you need to focus, or when you just need to kind of have a moment. I do this sometimes too when I feel stressed, or when I just feel like I'm rushed through the day, that I need to kind of step back a little bit. I'll go to my office, I close the door, and I do my nasal box breathing. So how you do that is you hold for count of 4. Then you breathe into the nose for a count of 4. Then you hold for a count of 4. And then you breathe out for a count of 4. So I'm going to breathe together with you. So hold. So you would hold, breathe in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, breathe out to your nose for a count of 4. You can even do it up to 6 if you want to. You can hold your breath, but you don't want to stress your body out. But what I find, just doing about 5 to 8 breaths of that will really slow me down and help me focus on what I need to do, and that I can have more energy for the day. And not only would that help, but also help with increasing your libido and being in the mood. And in fact, if you read the book Multi-Orgasmic Man, it will also help you hold your ejaculation, but have orgasm without ejaculation, because ejaculation is the sympathetic nervous system activation. So nasal breathing is a good thing to practice, and it's easy to do. And now in this episode, you know how to do it. So having said that, I will see you in the next episode, and I'd like you to look at the link below. For the Modern Man Club is a space where men with ED gather for support, and a place where I coach you on how to restore your sexual vitality again, and have many other benefits. So check out the link below. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening to the Sexual Health for Men podcast. If you love this episode, then please take a screenshot on your phone and post it on Facebook, Instagram, or wherever you post. And be sure to tag me and let me know why you like this episode and what you like to hear in the future. That will help me know what's great for you, and I would love to give you the most incredible free gift designed to help you improve performance quickly. Go to my website at sexualhealthformenpodcast.com to get the book, The 5 Common Costly Mistakes Men Make When Facing ED. I would appreciate it if you subscribe, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen, and just know that you can have sexual vitality for life. I appreciate you. Until next time.